Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, I'm Nico and welcome to another LEGO Minifigs4U Star Corps Premium Custom Review. Today I have another Premium Custom that I would like to call another blast from the past. By that I mean another clone basically made with an Arealight helmet, which were the primary clones for Minifigs4U during their early stages of development. Now, of course, although Arealight customs were used on this clone here, this clone in particular I don't believe was ever made in any previous Minifigs4U lines, nor was this clone ever supplied with low arm shop weapons, which were the primary weapons for Minifigs4U Premium Customs during the early stages of development. The weapons we have here with this clone are CloneArmyCustoms clones, CloneArmyCustoms weapons, and these weapons make this clone look that much more realistic, and yeah, so just gives it an overall better look. Today I have Clone Commander Bacara. And a little bit of background info on Commander Bacara. He was the second in command of the 21st Nova Corps Legion, and that Legion is what we also refer to as the Galactic Marine Legion, although I don't think we use that particular reference. But that's the Legion with the Galactic Marines, and a lot of people favor those clones because of the way they look and you know, just all of the uniqueness of them. He was the second in command of that Legion, and he was the commander who did kill Ki-Adi-Mundi on Megiddo during a battle with the droids on Megiddo when Order 66 was issued. And he's also one of the clone commanders that we saw in the Revenge of the Sith film, but did not see him at all really during the Clone Wars TV series. If there was an episode with him in it, I am not exactly sure that there was, but if there was, I did not see it. It would have had to have been during the Season 4 or Season 5 episodes, and I've seen the majority of those episodes, and I did not see Commander Bacara in any of those episodes. Really, it was kind of a shame that they included Delta Squad in the TV series, but they didn't include Bacara. Yet, you know, we all know who Bacara is, we all know who the Galactic Marines are, yet we didn't see an ounce of them during the Clone Wars TV series, which I kind of found a little bit strange, but, you know, it's the way Dave Filoni and George Lucas wanted it. So, yeah. Just like every Minifigs4U clone, you know, come with the older LEGO World Productions business card, I'm pretty sure, business cards for his new store name, you know, his new YouTube name, Solid Brick Studios, is work in progress, and I'm pretty sure he might eventually put Minifigs4U on his business card label. But for now, all we have is the LEGO Boy Productions business card. Now let's get down to the clone itself. As I stated before, this is an Arealight helmet. So in contrast to CAC's helmet, now I'm just going to use a regular CAC helmet here. You can tell that the CAC helmet, there is no gaps whatsoever. You know, this is all straight molding on their helmet here. Arealight, one thing that is significant about them is they did what LEGO did by having the gaps in the helmet for the typically black heads to show through and give color to the clones. Now, the helmet itself has got really nice detail on it. I never understood why the Heavy Trooper design, which is what Commander Bacara has, the Heavy Clone Trooper helmet design was designed like this. It's a pretty unique design. It's kind of got a cone-shaped texture to it. The two dots on the right side of the helmet, very nice detail on the breathers, and one thing I found really unique about this helmet also was the fact that the little cheek plates above the breathers have a little bit of extra detail than we typically see on any other clone trooper. We don't see this on airborne troopers, regular clone troopers, or really any other clone trooper. This is only designated for heavy clone troopers, and in this case Commander Bacara, because of his helmet design. Now, there was controversy all the way back when he was being first made into Lego figures, you know, when CAC was making him and other custom clone makers were making him, that some were giving him a green head, some were giving him the black head. David obviously chose to stick with the trend of the black head, and overall I think that's a very nice look on him. The green look for him I don't think would be as authentic looking. I think the look of the black head matches Bacara better than the green head would. I think the green heads match the Galactic Marines better, though. Unfortunately, we're not reviewing Galactic Marines in this review. But yeah, so we'll get down to the rest of the custom here. Move the weapons out of the way so I can kind of show you guys a little bit more detail on the clone itself. He has a really nice torso detail. His, I believe that is supposed to be a weapon sash, or that sash is supposed to be resembling a sash for a backpack of some sort. You can see it connects down to his weapon pouches here on his belt, and just like the other Minifigs4U customs, he has a lot of amazing connecting detail from the torso to the belt, so that way it looks like just one piece, not like typical other Lego minifigures where they have you know, another hip design, you know, like they have the black hip and it doesn't connect the legs to the torso, so obviously it looks Lego. So, and by the way, I was just using Commander Monk as an example, but yeah, I like that design here. You can see the uniqueness in his design as far as the legs go. You have that nice little blend of the red right there underneath the Karma, or not the Karma, but the Waistcape. Now, he's one of the clones that I would like to say is really unique because he has the one or the other, I should say. By that, I mean you typically see clones such as the older ARC Troopers. They came with both the pauldron and the Waistcape. He's one of the clones that does one or the other, and he pretty much has the Waistcape but not the pauldron, and I think that was a really nice look. That was a traditional look for all heavy troopers, so I think it was nice that they put that there. And I love how on the back here you can see the sash also connects in the back, although I don't think it really lines up that well. I like how it just lines up overall. I don't really see that on too many custom clones, so I thought that was a nice addition. As far as the back of the legs go, just like we saw in the ARC Troopers, we saw a little bit of back leg printing on them. We didn't see any back leg printing on here, but I don't think we've seen enough of Bacara to actually implement that on any custom clone version of him. And one little misprint thing I want to point out here, guys, at least for my version of Bacara, or not my version of Bacara, but the Bacara I ordered, is that the helmet here, you can see the little mouth is leaning a little bit more to the right side of the helmet than it is to the left. You can see the left has a larger gap than the right does. Now, that is not a fault of David's. This is an Arealight helmet, so if it's going to be blamed on anyone, it should be blamed on Arealight because they're the ones who made this helmet. And, you know, that was just an unfortunate mishap of Arealight's. So, that is the overall custom clone itself. I think the clone itself is really good. This clone came with a decent amount of weapons. I think all the weapons in this package were really nice and really compatible with him. So let's get down to the weapons here. Alright guys, so here we are with the first weapon of his arsenal here. And this is the DC-15 blaster. Now, unlike a lot of other clone commanders, like I stated before, a lot of them were supplied with either pistols or the DC-15 rifles. Bacara is one of the different clones that actually, at least I was supplied with the DC-15 blaster. However, I do believe in the Revenge of the Sith film, he was equipped with a DC-15 rifle, but strangely I ended up getting a DC-15 blaster with him. But overall, it still looks good on him. I thought it was nice that we actually got a DC-15 as a primary weapon for a commander. You know, definitely looks good on him. And the weapon itself, again, there's amazing detail on it. You can see the little detail on the bottom of the barrel here, a lot of detail on the top of the barrel. Really can't tell which part of it's the magazine. I would love to assume that might be the little bottom part right here, but that's aside from it. I apologize for any background noise, guys. My brothers are home and they're just messing around right now. But anyways, yeah. So this was a great overall primary weapon. Now I'll get down to the DC-17 Rex pistols, see how those look on him. So here we are with the DC-17 Rex pistol, and actually with this package, with this clone, I was provided 3 of these. Usually, you saw earlier in the video that I had one of those pistols in his left hand with the DC-15 blaster in his right. Really, I think that was a nice look for Bacara, and really, this is definitely a good weapon for a lot of clone commanders to have. It's a secondary weapon for most clones anyway, but definitely a nice look on Commander Bacara. So, you know, I thought it was nice that David provided us with this. So, just thought I'd show you guys a little look at this. If you want more into detail, again, go check out my CAC Wave 1 weapons review. Now we'll move on to the rocket launchers here. Alright guys, so here we are with the rocket launcher. Now guys, I thought that it was actually pretty cool to get the rocket launcher with Bacara, because like I said, Bacara has the look of a typical clone heavy trooper. Now we only know heavy troopers from the 501st, but you know, heavy troopers were used in every faction of the clone army. But I thought it was really nice that rocket launchers got included with this package. I received 2 rocket launchers, including the one on this custom right now. You can see it's got a really nice look on him because he has the heavy trooper look, and when you think heavy troopers, you think heavy artillery. So when you think heavy artillery, you think rocket launchers, you know, more heavy versions of blasters, machine guns. So I thought it was really nice to receive that in this package. Although I would have loved to have seen the maybe a Z6 minigun in here. You know, getting 2 rocket launchers was pretty good as well. So that is it for this. And now we're going to get down to the last weapon, which is the Commando Droid Vibro Blade, strangely. Alright guys, so here we are with the last weapon I got in this pack. We only got 1 of these weapons, which I'm glad to say that I did. Is the Commando Droid Vibro Blade. The Vibro Blade is a secondary weapon for a lot of the Commando droids that we saw only in the Clone Wars TV series. And, you know, I'm not exactly sure why I was provided this particular weapon. Like I said, I would have loved to have seen a Z6 minigun with this clone. But, you know, getting this weapon was kind of a bonus because I actually needed another Vibro Blade for one of my Commando droids. So it is kind of a blessing that I did get this weapon. You know, kind of a lucky guess, I guess. But, yeah. So, overall, not that bad of a look on Bacara, but it kind of looks strange, you know. It's like, you know, giving a droid commander a DC-15 rifle just kind of doesn't look right. So, yeah, that is it for all the weapons. Now we're going to get down to my last and overall final thoughts. Alright guys, so my last and overall final thoughts on Commander Bacara. Before I get to that though, I sadly forgot to mention the price earlier in the video, which I'm ashamed to say that I forgot to mention that. The price of this minifigure is $29 flat. So straight for 29 bucks, you could get him off the Minifigs4U website. Well, actually, you can't get him currently. However, considering how well sales did when I originally bought Commander Bacara, I think he will make a comeback, and if and when he does, he will definitely sell out fast again. I hope this video convinces you guys to buy him. But before you guys are convinced to buy him, I guess I should tell you guys my overall thoughts. Overall, I think the custom was made really, really well. There were no mishaps on David's behalf, you know, or Cape Madnesses. because as you can see, even though the Waistcape was pretty simple, I didn't notice the little black outline aside from the dark red design on the Waistcape until now. But no misprints on the Waistcape at all. So, you know, if there's anyone to blame with the misfortune of this figure, at least for me, would be Arealight, because of the small infraction on his helmet. And you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing here. You can see that the mouthpiece is a little bit off-centered and a little bit more pointing to the right of the cheek plate on the helmet. But again, as I stated earlier, this is an Arealight helmet, so you cannot blame David for that mishap. That is a default of Arealight. And really overall, guys, I think the clone was put together well. The printing was done amazingly, and the Waistcape was done really nicely. And the weapon selection was decent. Overall, I want to put the rating at of this figure at 4.9 out of 5. 4.9 because of the misprint Arealight made, and the mild disappointing weapon selection. Like I said, it was decent, but I would have loved to have seen maybe a Z6 minigun or even a DC-15 rifle with this package. But I didn't, and really, it didn't damage my rating too much. But 4.9 is the highest I'd give this figure. If you're custom Bacara that you guys got, you guys have them already. If he didn't come with a helmet misprint, glad for you guys. If he came with better weapons than mine, glad for you guys. But for those of you who do not have him, and if he does make a comeback, he's definitely a custom worth buying. Even though he's not 5 out of 5, he's still as close to as 5 out of 5 as you can get. So definitely hope this review helped you guys make your decision on waiting for Commander Bacara if he ends up making a comeback, and buying him if and when he does. And next review I'm going to have for you guys, next StarCorp Premium Custom review I should say, is going to be Commander Thorn, so that should be exciting. I'll be seeing you guys in the next Minifigs4U StarCorp Premium Custom review and other future videos such as weekly updates. So I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.